are going to tap into Spirit's energy and see what we have for the collective for the month of November. We're going to see what is going on with the collective's energy and what we need to know. I'm going to be using my Oracle deck, Align with Your Magic. And I'm going to do the Celtic spread, the 10-card spread, to give us a nice deep reading. Whew. It's a beautiful fall morning. It's a little chilly out here, but I love it. I just can't not be outside. Okay. We're going to call in our angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and loved ones. We ask for guidance, clarity, validation, whatever it is that we need for the collective. Whoever stumbles across this video, whoever needs it, I promise there's something in here for you. If the message doesn't resonate, don't worry, just let it go. But if you're here, there's probably something for you. All right. So, Spirit, what is the energy for the collective for November? Many of you are never alone. All right. You are never alone. This card is really important because there's a lot of energy going on in the universe right now, okay? And Spirit is trying to connect with us. They want us to know that we're not alone. We have all of these angels, we have all these ancestors, we have all of our spirit guides. They're here with us. So we just have to trust that and feel into that, okay? And call them in, talk to them, communicate with them. I know we can't necessarily see them, some can, or feel them, some can. But if you can just trust and have faith that they're there, you need to trust that, you know. And if your source is God, you know, prayer and calling in God, or whatever your religion is, whatever source that looks like for you, pull that energy in, okay? So that is the current energy that we have for the collective right now. What is opposing this energy? What is the yin to the yang here? Money does grow on trees. Okay, so there's this balance that we're trying to create, especially with people that are having issues with money right now. Okay, this is an energy. Money is energy. It is a flow. Okay, so we separate ourselves from it. It's like this tangible thing that we have to have, but it's also, it's an energy of flow. Okay, and so when you allow yourself to just trust in the flow of it and just know that you're okay and know that the money is coming and that you're safe, that will continue to flow into you. Otherwise, we create this resistance where it can't get to us. Okay, so for those of you that are having money worries, check your energy, allow yourself to just trust that it's coming in. And with the way that the planetary systems are going right now, there is a huge shift, I feel like, in the money situation for many of us, that we're starting to realize that I don't need to be so worried and so heavily worried, that I am okay, that money is coming in. Okay. What is the challenge for us? What is in our challenge? Okay, makes sense. Create a new path. So this is mental, right? Okay, so we have to create a new path. What happens is we have these beliefs, we have these programs, okay? And we've got really deep ruts in our brain, and our body knows what to do, and our brain knows what to do. The moment we have that thought or that feeling, it goes right into that same neural pathway that we've been creating for many, many, many years. And so Spirit is trying to tell us that our challenge is creating new neural pathways, okay? And you have to learn to redirect your thoughts and your emotions and your feelings. When they come up, you have to recognize them. I'm not saying bury them and not have them. We need to allow them to flow through us. If the emotion comes up, your neural pathway may be to, oh, no, don't do that, and you suppress it and you push it aside. Well, the new neural pathway needs to be like, no, it's okay. I'm feeling a little anxious about this right now. Like, where is this coming from? Why am I feeling this? And just allowing it to flow through you and move through you and move on, so it doesn't get caught in your body. Okay, this does connect to you are never alone and money does grow on trees, because for one, if you're feeling like you're alone, you need to recreate that neural pathway of like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not alone. And you have this awareness where you kind of observe yourself and realize like, okay, I'm still stuck in that neural pathway. I'm going to go ahead and take a right turn, and we're going to redirect. And you kind of override the ego, you override the brain, and you become into your higher self and help yourself through that process. Same with the money thing, right? If you've always just, there's never enough, there's never going to be enough, or I'm not safe, or I need this, or I need that. It's changing the neural pathway and saying, nope, we're fine. Right here today, right now, am I fine? Right? Instead of worrying about future and stressing about things like that. Okay? So that is the challenge for us in November, is to start working on creating new neural pathways and being aware of it. What is in our purpose for November? What lies in our purpose? It wanted to come out. Find your inner child. Okay, so this is going to be about healing. You know, sometimes this card, when I created it, it can go two different ways. It can be about like, let's not be so serious and let's be playful. And that may resonate for some of you. That may feel like, yeah, I am way too serious and I need to allow my inner child to come out. But for most of this is going to be about some inner child healing and some inner child wounds. This comes back to having these programs and these beliefs that we were raised with. Like money doesn't grow on trees, right? Like that's why I created that card, is like switch the thought. Like, sure, yes it does. Time is money, like all of those things that have been passed down to us. We need to rewrite those, okay? But really kind of going in deep and feeling into the inner child wounds that you may be carrying, and allowing yourself to recognize where they're coming from, and then giving yourself that love and that grace, you know, like holding that energy with your inner child. I have a woodpecker behind me. But really like sinking into it and telling that inner child that it's okay and that we're safe and that I love you. Okay, there is a lot of ways to do some inner child work, but for November this might be coming up for some of you to dig a little deeper, okay, into this. And maybe you've been feeling that for a while now, and this is that validation that you needed to hear. Okay, what is in our creativity, in our skills that we already possess? What are we already pretty good at? Oh, hold on. Oh, well, might not be so easy for everyone, but this is something that we have in our possession already, is to give ourselves grace. Okay, so releasing the shoulda, woulda, couldas. You know, giving ourselves grace on like the decisions that we've made. You know, kind of recognizing now that it's like, okay, all of this had to happen, or I wouldn't be where I am today. And learning how to like appreciate the decisions that we've made and appreciate the things that we've gone through and the challenges that we've had. Okay? So making sure we're giving ourselves some grace. All right. What is the destiny for us for November? What is the destiny? Oh, all this is leading up to fearing no more. Fear is such a huge emotion for all of us, right? It keeps us from moving forward, right? It's such a big block, and holds us back. So all of this in November, this is what we're leading up to, is releasing our fears and fearing no more. It comes back to creating that new pathway. Okay, whenever you start to fear, recognizing that, okay, this is just an illusion. This is just my ego. This is just me trying to be protected. I just saw 11:01 on my clock there. But it's just something that we do in the brain. And we have to learn how to redirect our thoughts. Okay? And just be very mindful and aware that you're doing it. And releasing those fears. You're not alone, so calling in your angels and your guides, prayer, whatever that is, to help you get over those fears. Okay? All right, what is on our spiritual side here? What is the real question? The deeper question we need to be mindful of. Ooh, it's getting windy. Don't blow my cards away. What is the question? Love it. Find your tribe. We're not alone. We need help. Okay? So we have you are never alone on your spiritual side, right? With your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, and your loved ones. But you also have your earth angels. You have your tribe here on earth. And you need to find them if you haven't already. Okay? It's finding people that are like-minded, that understand you, that don't make you feel like you're crazy, that support you, that help raise your vibration, that help lift you up and don't suck you down. Okay, so this is the real question here. The real answer here is to find your tribe. So you can ask your spirit guides and angels and loved ones to just like bring my tribe to me if you don't already have one. If you already have one, start utilizing them. Okay. All right. What is our unforeseen force here? Aligning with our magic. The name of the deck, align with your magic. We all have this beautiful unicorn within us. What is your magic? What's your magic power? Everyone has one. Everyone has more than one. Everyone has it. Like, what is it that you're really good at? It's usually something creative, but it doesn't have to be. But what is your magic and how can you get in alignment with that? Okay, so if you have a full-time job and you feel like it's just sucking you dry and it's making you so unhappy, how can you get into alignment with something that you love, something that you're passionate about? And maybe you can't, switch or quit your job, but maybe you can start to add some of your magic that you enjoy. Sorry, a big flock of geese just flew over and I just saw their shadows. I didn't hear them, I just saw their shadows. But maybe there is something you can start doing on the side. Okay? So like for me, I mean, whenever all my spiritual stuff started coming to me, I started doing Reiki. I became a Reiki practitioner, a Reiki Master Teacher, and I was just practicing it out of my home and with my friends, but I was still working a corporate job in a bank. But I did that on the side, which ultimately has led me to what I'm doing now, but that's 6 years later. But by starting and moving that energy and getting into alignment with your magic, that's how things work. That's how things can happen for you. Okay, what is the spiritual guided message that we need to know? Ooh. Okay, we have ground yourself. Spirit wants us to ground. How do you do that? Well, outside barefoot in the grass if you can. It's starting to get a little bit cold. It's going to be a little difficult to do that here in Missouri. But when it gets cold like this, typically I'll just put my hands on the trees and just stand with the trees, definitely sun gazing, making sure that you stand in the sun, watching the sunrise, watching the sunset, and letting that sun hit your body, going for nature walks, salt baths. There are grounding sheets and grounding mats that you can use, that you can put in your home, all of these things. But this is the guided message, is what are you doing to ground yourself every day? Okay, if you do not have a way of doing this, I highly recommend some sort of daily practice. All right, it will calm your nervous system, it will clear your mind, it will clear your energy. It's really important. All right, last but not least, here is what is the final outcome for us in November. Removing the masks. I love this because we're all becoming our authentic selves, right? We're getting to that point where it's like, I don't even want to carry this mask anymore and be somebody that I'm not. Like, it just doesn't even feel good anymore to pretend or to, it's too much energy. It's exhausting, really, to be someone we're not just because we feel like that's what people want us to do or be. So we are learning through this whole process. This is that final outcome for November, is how to show up as your authentic self and remove the masks. A lot of these masks come from inner child. Okay, we learn them as children, how to protect ourselves. We're taught, like, you know, you have too much energy, so we block it, we bury it. Oh, I can't behave that way, right? Creating that mask to protect that energy. You know, you're too sensitive, so then we bury our emotions and our feelings, and we create a mask. Okay, you're too loud, so you quiet yourself and you block your throat chakra and your voice, right? All of these things. So it's time to start releasing that and showing up as our authentic selves. All right, I hope this message helps you all coming into the month of November. If you would like a personal reading, I would be happy to do so. There are links in my bio where I can record myself and give you a personal spread, or we can get on a Zoom, or you can come by my office at the Chakra Healing Room and we can have a personal session. Otherwise, thank you for watching all the way through, and I hope you have a blessed and wonderful